have that type of feeding sewer.
Something needs to be done by the feeding. Also, a big pond of water on 2nd Street and Rockwood from the flooding yesterday. We might have to go in there and check the the sewage system that we have, or floods, whatever needs, the family needs to take a look at that. 2nd Street and Rockwood was flooded yesterday. Also, there is a couple of businesses that are, there's a couple of pension land around the city, and we need to start sending some letters to the owners to clean up the property. And if that property is not cleaned up within a certain amount of days, the city should be given citation and enforced. There is weeds on some properties. There's a couple of properties in downtown that I discussed with city manager and I saw something needs to be done about those too. And downtown revitalization is my last one. We have given instruction again and again, to start something with the $480,000 that we have set for this downtown area. The bathroom is filthy. Something needs to happen. And when I need to start, of course you're going to have, we've got to start. We've got to start somehow. We've talked about that for over a year now. Go ahead.
Mr. Luzon, I emailed Mr. Velez and Mr. Guerrero a Main Street grant, which proposes a $4 million provided by the state for underserved communities. I'm not sure if they looked into that, or if they have any information on it, if they follow up on it.
Yeah.
But that was $4 million.
Oh.
So I don't know.
$4 million. We should get that. This is the right time.
Main Street grant.
Yes. Ralph, so would you please tell us when you intend to start in downtown revitalization?
We brought it up.
$480,000.
We brought it up this morning at our staff meeting. We will call Duggan and start with the electrical, the lighting, and see if we can asset wash the fixtures that are standing. If we can't asset wash and repaint, we'll remove them, buy some new ones, and start with the last stage as well.
Okay, and so you're starting on that,
Yes.
right? Good, and I would like to see the restrooms and, the benches and everything else. Also, if you have some extra money, I noticed in downtown, last week I went to one of the stores and I asked for some change. I wanted to cash $1 to get some quarters for the meters. And that store charged me 10%. In other words, it was 10 cents out of that $1. I got back 90 cents.
Not too bad.
And I just figured, I say, I'm coming into your store to shop. And they say, well, because of the county we charge. Well, I'm not going to mention the name of the business. And I told Ralph immediately, I have a solution for that this business is not going to make 10 cents anymore. That we will put machines and customers. This is out of the courtesy. As you know, we are about to increase the rate in downtown, the meters, and it's on the agenda. But I think out of courtesy, we should have some of those machines that you put $1 in and you get a change. And those machines should be not on the streets because people will break into them. I think that we should look into established business. And what I mean established is, you know what I mean? And put some of those machines and put maybe a sign on the window that they can get cash, they can get change in that buildings. And I'm not going to mention, well, could do the study with the chief and figure out which corner or maybe even half a block in downtown to put those machines as a courtesy to people, because I know that there is some problems and many people telling me that they're not going to shop in downtown because they don't have quarter. So let's find a solution for that, Ralph. I think the increase in meters have to have a purpose. And if there is some extra income generated, that will reinvest that money back into the downtown make it more convenience to the shoppers. Thank you all.
Mayor, real quick, if I can address it, Mr. Hassan said, having to do with the wall. We have 3 suspects in custody. We had a very good citizen observer who actually caught calls on his cell phone while the kids were doing it. We were able to track the kids, and ultimately we have 3 in custody. So they're going to be paying for damages, and actually we're going to get a list of the work so that they can, the parent, always be the parents to do the house. But we do have people in custody.
Is there a city ordinance that says they have to wear a sandwich board on the corner of Rockland for 90 days? I vandalized as well.
You don't get paid for doing that now.
Chief, good work on that. But also, did we not request that the names of the parents of these juveniles be published?
I don't think we can do that. But on the parents, because parents, although they're civilly responsible, I don't think that we'd be able to disclose their names. Because obviously that would give a problem on have to do with confidentiality. Now adults, there's obviously no problem at all, but there might be a problem with
Jennifer,
parents.
did we not ask your law firm to look into this?
Yes, and I think what we said is if we had to go after them for some type of civil enforcement, which the law allows us to do against the parents, at that point we would be able to publish the parents' names. Because they would be public documents at that point, and they would be, but before that we didn't feel that it would be, we could probably...
We may need to facilitate that process too, so we can get to that point that we can advertise the names of parents that aren't really instilling values into their kids, and so they're out graffitiing and doing all this kind of weird stuff. And also, we asked, I think, to look at, it's a public health violation because they're essentially defamating public property, I would assume so. Anyway, moving on to Councilman Romero.
Well, for one thing, it's more of a repeat of what Councilman Hassan said. As far as one of the things I had noted down was to look at some of these lots that do need cleaning up. There's no doubt that it is an immediate eyesore for anybody that is coming into the city. Also regarding as well as regarding the parking. The way I understand, one of the things that needs to be discussed is what's going to be used with additional funds. I'd like to see those funds focus not only in improving downtown, since the meters are downtown, and I wouldn't like to see those meters go, those monies go anywhere else. And that they also help complement any additional or necessary security for downtown. And just also to repeat, thank you, Ms. Necochea. I don't see you. I guess she already left. But for her efforts and for obviously the support that she has right now and the support that she had before to have this project a reality.
Okay, Councilman Duffy.
In order to educate the community regarding foreclosure, I would like to propose the city mayor to conduct community work regarding foreclosure and mortgage. This workshop should educate first home buyers, those facing hardship, and pay their monthly payment, and what option there is to save their homes, showing homeowners the different type of loans and the lenders offers and what they mean. This workshop should help prevent the lack of understanding regarding owing the home loans and foreclosure. I will help the community to understand what they are signing when buying a home or asking for loans to refinance, or what to expect when facing foreclosure. I want this workshop in English and in Spanish, Senor Felix, because there's a lot of people who don't speak English and not even understand. So will you please start working with a capable person on this item? Thank you. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Castro. I have a couple of items. I always have a long list. Again, I also want to congratulate all city staffs and department heads